Yes.
Mini anu mienu and that form.
And that form.
So throw me no money.
And also your pa.
And also basso macro here.
Takwa macro.
Takwa macro here.
Good.
Because Miss Redu Fashion.
Miss Redu Fashion. Maybe a cost now can
na. On a cost. Nti mini anu mienu na do mo tumpam. Of a kofa baako sanso na baako je fe no seko baako so de seko ze ne mpe wodi no usu sekire ana kofi ifa sekire
okay
usu sekire na kofi ifa sekire
okay
ni nuanom mienu eno no 59 years and 62 years ana mo da form enei say ba che kakra na covid no delay kakra it say the abusuafo yi bia free ayu bia pomakwan mu na sa bro ayu pomakwan mu ama dwumadie no wochina baso wochina me da yeah nti we de asante kotoko supporters omunkoje chairman
okay
na adofo nyina nso
emien kokotokofo nyina
wasa ye chemu a ebi ko
achimodan
na ebi ko sokoban na ebi so ko macro
fantastic ezi bia na echi
echi hafo no ye wi chamaziel de no ye wi chamaziel
de ka fa hona
oh se me
because na ye tisiba ye me achi o bia ne ho nza bre ni swa
me mekobi
anti mesra mo mfa ngrom na
me mekobi
Gideon flow stories no na ene feles na no odin
ene no kama ipe omuso de ne di abapreko
na ene ye wi a na ebrebe ma na de atwato na
no ma me chance
ye bi wi a
ai ni nua no mienu ana da no kina no wo kro wo machi nti nukre nya menim ni ano odin wusu hwan wo agya hwan na ni da koto mo jamu din yesra kro bia fo o kina match wo ho de na wo mo wo kuma ase no de ai match no kra 6 ni akwa ye na po Martin Cray 6.
Okay.
Tie nkoja chamaziel. Wo da wuntimi nche wo ho kra be fa ho. So ho. No ano no.
But I say 329 Gideon coming button and oni anyina be cheche time ne kakran ntin Gideon. Wadaruma for stories no na ye fa feles no wo wi a esi nso e de kakra ba be guso na aye kama because women's league no ya ne be feature ma Messi
football no
and ni wo hopa ama town
okay so spirit in the so na ni wa ya we
ma Messi same e business bi na same person cheso asan ko fa de no na so same fa na de mo evo am san chen honti obo no ajagaja
wo ya jagaja
ya we kire mum de mo odin ti no we are very mistake bi do
oh enna mumu ka mo odin enna oh okay mate
say bi mu dia ya yi be
that can no calculation
oh yes
we so ja foko akun to ko bi di say na dey I don't say na tie I don't say na tie se ka ba no se ka ba mo na dey
still am push
I don't say focus on
Gideon
boss man ni fiura na so abedu manim
okay boss man ni fiura
oh if you be ho asem abedu manim
okay
Mr. Diamond no
what you asem no so
abeti asem so
Gideon para ma blend ni e
and the letter be drop this here e be kenka me poto o to menka eba emuda ho
muda ho
oya show the muda
muda ho emuda ho so we conference ni ma menu su dia
okay is it
muda ho
do we bua me na poto na wa chichim kakra
okay
ai be hwa ya hamu how to folk na chok rata da kuma mama ni lawali
sana sam no koda saba
saba
yankoi
on say the muni say has 24 hwe no something we call yes South African embassy na application no na o makoye na application na itimi na akọ na makoye surgery no na mo hwe no mu hu no
o mu ye player no mu hu no
folk letter mo choko ma lawali dated 29th April 2021
good
that's
enra
and o mo choko ma so mu hu no mo hwe na chia ko makoye bi o ti nyina no omu hu lawali
okay
phone to ma try to mo fam for mu hu no
yeah Facebook dey confusion to mu hu na mo be den baba
o making itself available by 3rd May. I'm making this available by 3rd May.
Okay.
By Friday, May 3rd. 3rd May.
Okay.
No more complete.
I
say, dear Lawali, request to avail yourself for processing of visa at the South African High Commission in Ghana. Reference trip to South Africa for surgery. Okay. I say, across the folk senses, warmest felicitations to you. We wish to request that you avail yourself on Friday, May 3rd, 2021 to complete the process for the visa application to enable you to travel to the Republic of South Africa to undergo surgery. In this regard, reference is made to your employment contract, paragraph F, under the obligations of the player. Now, Omukoti, say player, and say this you require, Muntimindi, maybe my house of focus, so mass food for a day. I saw it. I had Tomakoti, paragraph F, why, 18, and consequently, you were informed through a phone call to make yourself available on 29th April 2021 to the embassy for your visa application. That means omo ni di nkomo before say enra ya wo no 29th no onye ni so available and omo no mo nko application omo nko to as no mo ye no ntimi ko South Africa nyenye ni surgery no. Regrettably, you have failed to make yourself available and all efforts to reach you via phone or locate you at your official residence have proved futile. Almost say enra no mo he ni mo man tin kan omo ko bi o tie friend phone no mo nya no enti ni so odwane o say we are by this letter reminding you of your obligations under the contract and to make yourself available on the above stated date for the processing of the visa. So I'm say date on the amount no by Friday 3rd May no or making it available. No money na enko South African High Commission no application and to us Jonas Oko Jani and the sign letter no sign or copy General Secretary my GFA no some copy Heritage Soccer
Agency. Good.
Say you hear a branch now.
Okay.
Now Heritage for so echo.
Also biaba.
Ama yesake no so ha.
Hey.
I say hello sir, how are you doing? Mamani Lawali sent me this letter you sent him, accusing him of not respecting his contract with Hasselfolk by not going to the embassy of South Africa on Thursday 29th April 2021. I am very surprised that you wrote about honoring contract when Accra Hasselfolk is the first party that disrespected the contract. A player that was injured since 4th January 2021 and was abandoned before I stepped in before you started looking for hospital to treat him after 10 weeks. $10,000 was due to be paid to the player Maman Lawali since 7th March 2021. Up to date, you have not paid him. You first breached the contract you preach about. Teachers, also no person say you were to us now. No person say has a case boy no at this another contractor.
Eh mu contract no.
This ana.
Prayer ya mato na jeje mu. Ni sika kakra kakra so amon san famre no. Mo bebusa we. Okay.
Also say we went to FIFA because you as a club refused to respect the contract. When after the letter from FIFA asking you to pay the player, you did not speak to the player and his agent about the payment. That has become $10,500. Okay, you know buy no suggestion from FIFA ne buy no. Now you can interest. Okay. As at now, $10,500 and they buy. Then you wrote this hypocritical letter commanding the player to respect the contract you have built yourself as a club. You have no honor or integrity as a club. You know why the player did not go to the embassy. Respect FIFA's judgment or no in right judgment. So respect FIFA's judgment by paying the player $10,500. Then he will show up at the embassy. This is what we have waited 40 weeks for. Thank you, Heritage Soccer Agencies.
Asamni etiawa Hasselfolk na kan chere wiase nyina se wa behunu Mamani Lawali bia no to renkra so mu hia no na nka ne surgery no makoye ede ama no eno na omu cheche date omu person ne ko nyina no ede ache yen na eno na mote se Mamani Lawali ni agent no ne panyine no enso atwere se Hasselfolk ne mo hoye ne nwanwa papa mu amamu contract atisei na ne sika kura kam mu anye player we pra to na jeje mu na number ka we dia na je se nwanwa se mo ka sa asem we ntino asem no afi na obeka ye ntokwa no afiti ase yen ka se wafa ene Chelsea de no is it a 2-1 Chelsea one ashe wafa okay what they go 2-1 wafa kwashe Chelsea 2-1 okay na 1-1
record delay omo akiji wafa say Jesse omo de be chere wo pre-match no omo de bo
ntie ma ne delay ehwem ko fa no ana okay na brekum Chelsea TV ma wafa ashom 2-1 okay yenya point no you go so Gideon ntino
asogli Hasselfolk sponsors abeyo madoye plain body no omo de designer Lacoste t-shirt each player be anya mienu technical team members will be anya 9-4 ɛna ɔmo de akɔkyɛ ɔmo
sɛ bia ɔmo ana bɛtwetwe ɔmo ayɛ gu anim
awareɛ no ɛde gum
yeah
ɛna ɔmo de abɛkyɛ players no ɛkyɛ no so ɛkɔ so okay the binya on the way very specifically from Asogli for power plant and the Akumas players no and open the share say Asante Kotoko supporters say referee Manuel Tampuri omo benya kranka nyo no na edi match no ema Obenseche Ashanti Regional Circuit Council chairman that's what be two say enyo no nko referees committee no kra no appointment omo nyina no omo ni so tomo kasa che omo so omo nyene ye ne bisa chairman Obenseche say and yet na more report to individual referees no because you say ko report to referee bia ma review panel of the day you say Ghana crowd who report to referees na ye nyom bia am ko no masaba isia
Ghana ha ya punish na the kind of punishment or more bad the same you know mo kra start to pay you back you know say o mo hwe mai ekoya nobody will say you lose genuine you lose but say wo hwe your last match here you media boy look at the first goal media match what you it was a clear outside as so referee no be any so until we mo nyina no na just there's the in the quarter for West result should have been a drawn game but look at what happened because of a referee decision it's the thing and say mo decisions no at the how waiting to you
Chairman Obenseche na etenin kano ye kasa Asante Kotoko aka akra no madun krai na nyambo chi no Legon Cities match no da yeshe so Ashanti Gold coach Roman Falls so near di nkomo osinyambo a omo so na Amina Sharks ko sia day match no omo so Amina Sharks ebi ka so mo nya de bi omo ya de omo respect omo pa bombe don be bia so metim de win akọ ase ko sia da.
Very pleased with the week of training so far. We still have days to prepare for that, so we are working towards that game. We know the team we're going to face is a good team, just like most of the team in Ghana. I won't say every team in Ghana has potential, so we know it's not going to be an easy task, but we prepare as best as we can, and we're going to try to get the best result possible going over there.
All right, Coach Roman Falls, the training can also say supporters no wa say mamo. I'm talking about supporters in Debia. You made your buy obey na do be answer obey my supporters no aswe to ohia omomo a some support no.
We need them on a daily basis. Their support is what drives us every day, and all we can hope is to make them proud. That's why we step on the field every day, whether it's for training or games. We work to make them proud, to make them happy, to give them enjoyment when they come to see us play. My message for them is that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we try our very best, 100%, to make them proud and to get the best result possible. And I'm sure that with their support, we're going to do very good things. And at least I can tell them that we do our very best to make them proud and to make the supporters happy with the performances.
All right,
sir, Anuntina supporters nso ayo mo ba sa match we like say me nsa ho fantastic. Good. And to mo follow team no.
Omo ni ayi for nakasa. Omo ni ayi for nakasa. Amina Sharks,
yeah. Okay.
Everyone so Jeff da betu dwa some official textile partners within. Na the Ebeba Premier League ni say coaches na technical team of 18 Premier League clubs na within ebe show montare. Nti ebe hu
Ghana Premier League.
Coach Barreto na within for amano. No di
atade.
No kwa se Gazali na betu na ho se Johnson Smith o technical team no.
Mo ho ndie obia. Oh wow.
Mo obia benya bi. E man so Premier League.
Week bia na. Okay.
I say week bia.
Hey.
Within a representative bench no.
Wow.
Timi say within for kwa ko area. Anyone bro now o my bibi dia cause say hwe o see cause area for be person kodoko. Ebe area like.
Yeah.
Umbro like. Admiral like. You know, also has a strike like. It also has a member. Women Premier League so a man so coaches no so benya bisa Blasters of Ghana almost within every moment I be ahye ye tu kwan ye nyina na almost jersey no bi e wo ho anopa ene anu anya be tu dwa say breakfast meeting no Jubilee House ebe koso and pass koso o man panyin edu ene banking sector no the point that be now banking sectors in the share in support of the Blasters ye call AFCON e say be call World Cup man panyin ekoto se o mo say banking industry mo remember boa Blaster na ban kwa into me $25 million there into me to man no meboa.
This time round we've assembled young men who are going to bring us some luck, but they need your help. We should be beat about the bush too much. Finances of the government at the best of times is not the healthiest. All of you are aware what has happened in this last year. The COVID pandemic has meant that the public revenues of our country have taken a very big hit. and we're now gradually trying to repair it. But we will need your assistance for that final lap that the Black Stars are going to get us to bring us. In the same manner, they have 8 qualifying matches to play. They've decided to add 2 international friendlies in Europe as part of their preparations, hopefully, for their participation in the FIFA World Cup in 2022 in Qatar. But this year, we have to play 8 qualifying matches in order to secure our place at the tournament in Qatar next year. The preparations for that, you can imagine, burden it is on our finances. And again, it'll be difficult for us to make not just a qualification, but a good presentation.
Omanpanyin and Ado Danko Akufo-Addo near Tenin Kano. Sports Minister Honorable Mustafa Yusuf Sudano Etumbi.
Sports financing in Ghana is one of the major concerns the Ministry of Youth and Sports have worked around the clock addressed over the past 4 years. And this has resulted in the submission of proposal to Cabinet, approval to establish a dedicated sports fund to bridge the gap in sports funding. All over the world, the development of sports has played an instrumental role in promoting multiple sectors. It's the availability of adequate funding, which is development of sports facilities, provision of training equipment, as well as granting scholarship and incentive package to athletes. This underscored the need of today's event, which is to solicit support to complement government effort in sports funding. In spite of appreciable increase in the sports sector's budgetary allocation in the last 4 years, there is still the need for alternative funding to guarantee sustainability in our sports development in our great country. It is in the light of this that it has become crucial to seek support and partners from corporate Ghana to ensure continuous development of our sports and promotion of our national teams.
All right. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf Netin in Kano. No more na CEOs no of banks na koye no. Edase. So amuntimi enyan kan mu teten kan ni. Osom ko hu omon penny for e your board. So be ba na amuntimi ma. Ana amount send on betumi e de ahyemu. Na Madam Mansa Neti, only gina banks in na name. E kasa or you see more Standard Chartered. Only gina banks na buy in na name.
Yeah, I think we are honored to be invited to have breakfast with you, and indeed, we do appreciate the breakfast that is going to be served today. We and as you can tell by the number of CEOs that have turned up today, we are honored to be invited. We understand why you've invited us today. We understand that football is a sport that brings people together. And if I always go home and watch my 84-year-old mother watching football after a match and the glow on her face when the Black Stars do win a match, we understand what that football does bring us together. I think that as an industry, you did acknowledge that we have the COVID has presented some issues for some of us, and last year we did rally together as an industry to support in so many different ways, and I think that we were not even called upon. We ourselves got together and we understand the request, Your Excellency, but we are also requesting that giving the short notice, we will ask that, we see that there are pledge forms in front of us, but we will also ask that we go back and consult our various boards and principals and come back to you if